Hello Reformers and welcome back to Pendor. Now when we left off we had a battle on our hands between these Sarlian vassals and a very strong Noldor lord, and according to some of you in the comments it's unfortunately not possible to attack a Noldor lord, or anyone for that matter, if you have such a high relation with them. And so that is kind of unfortunate because they actually had a huge amount of prisoners, and it would have been pretty fantastic to be able to auto-calc that particular battle. It just would have been fantastic and very, very advantageous for us. But that's just how it goes, you know, that's just how it goes. We're just going to have to do the rest of the relation up to 95, a little bit slower than what we did to get it up to 79, I think it is now, or 80 or something like that. So anyway, they have finally decided to go in here, and yeah, there's actually a reason why they're going in right now. I spoke to Duke Elfwine, or whatever his name is, and I basically said, "We can take this castle together, let us assault the walls immediately," and that is actually a suggestion from one of you, so that has sped things up considerably, so thanks for that. Anyway, we're going to go in and join the next assault. Bear in mind, this is night time, so we are going to be maybe not the greatest when it comes to our offensive prowess here, but we're going to do our best. I mean, bear in mind, Empire Armored Crossbowmen. Yes, they have Empire Armored Crossbowmen. Am I the one commanding these guys? Yeah, I think I am. That is not good. I really, really would have preferred one of the vassals to take command of the forces here. I personally feel like my commanding it's okay, but it's not going to be extremely good, I guess. So we're going to just have to be a little bit cautious, I suppose, and we'll see what we can do here. I'm going to just hide behind the units as much as possible. Nice headshot right there. Maybe I can get another one here as well, or not, as the case may be. What is actually going on here? I'm shooting this guy. Look at that. That is kind of weird. That is kind of weird. Okay, well, never mind. He got killed. There's another one there as well. Maybe I can eliminate him. He's going to be kind of annoying. It seems like he might be an armored one. You know what? You know what? Let's just go straight up. Let's just go straight up right here, because we outnumber them significantly. And, well, actually, we don't. Actually, it seems like the battle advantage is pretty even, which is kind of weird. I am very, very thankful, however, of all these ladders here. This is really, really great. Having these ladders available is going to make things so much easier for us, and we're going to try our very best to eliminate as many enemy units as we can get our hands on, of course. Maybe I can... Yeah, there we go. That was an Empire Legionnaire. Thank you very much for dying. I appreciate it. And, yeah, maybe I'm going to have to... Oh, yeah, hello. You're going to... Yep, he's going to kill me. Yep. That's exactly how it goes. That's exactly how it goes in Pendor. You get focused down at any point by basically anything, whether that's a lancer, whether that's a swordsman, whether that's a crossbowman, which is what just happened, of course, then you're going to be done. You're going to be done. And then you just have to rely on your units to finish up the job. And I think we might... You know what? I probably should have just auto-calced this, to be honest. I think auto-calculating this would have been a better thing to do, because even though it might restrict the amount of renown we get, because I think we're getting like 17 renown for this, which is really not even that good, so I don't exactly know why I'm putting my units on the line here with all of the Sarlian vassals as well. What I should have done was either auto-calculate this or just allow the vassals just to take it. But I kind of wanted to help just for the sake of being able to gain relation with these vassals, because fighting alongside them obviously does have the added benefit of then being able to speak to them sometimes and being able to gain some relation with them, and that's kind of good. Being able to do that in case we do intend to, you know, help a claimant or create our own faction ourselves, that's very, very useful, because being able to have that relation with those vassals is potentially going to enable us to persuade them to join whatever faction we end up creating or being a part of, and that would be pretty awesome. But as you can quite clearly see, it feels like the Empire has significantly better units than Sarlian, and you can quite clearly tell that they are very, very good at what they do. These Empire Legionnaires, they're doing such a good job at repelling our forces, and I just wish I had stayed alive. Literally, the only thing that killed us was those crossbowmen. If we'd stayed alive right here, I could have gone up this ladder right now, had a free pass, basically, onto the walls, and it would have been so easy for us to get so many kills, and indeed maybe levels as well. You know what? Let's actually just retreat a little bit here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, we really didn't do very well. Sigismund actually did much better than we did. Well, kind of. I mean, I killed 6, but I was dead for most of the time at the very least. And we did have 3 units killed. We lost a Larian Sentinel and a Barclay unit, but that's nothing to worry about. And otherwise, our allies lost so many. But I guess that's to be expected. Anyway, let's just join the next assault. And once again, we're just going to charge straight on in here. I actually have no idea how many the enemy has, but I think they had about 400, and we've just eliminated about 150 of them, so we should have not that many to go. And hopefully we'll be able to get our archers here. I'm not going to die this time, or at the very least I'm going to try my best not to die, and we're going to just try and get up there, basically. We're just going to try and get up there and see if we can survive a little bit. Yes. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's not too good. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm being shot once again. Who am I being shot by? Who knows? Who knows? Because I don't see anyone shooting me right now. And as soon as I put this shield up, it's like everyone disappears. Every single person that wants to kill me disappears when the shield is up. And as soon as it comes down, oh yeah, you can guess that there's a crossbow bolt with my name on it coming streaming towards me. Right, let's see if I can actually take out this guy, maybe. Or not. There we go. This bow is kind of weird. I feel like my accuracy is kind of weird at the moment, because it feels like I am quite easily able to shoot at them with accuracy, bear that in mind. But it feels like it's not really shooting towards them. It's a bit weird. Don't exactly know what's going on with that, but anyway, let's use our massive sword and get in there. Oh wow, we literally got killed by an Empire armored crossbowman. I wonder where that guy was, because we killed everyone over here. This guy? No, that's not an Empire armored crossbowman. I can assume maybe up here? No, not up here either. So literally, was it this one guy here? Because this is the only Empire armored crossbowman that is within range, really, to us. And yeah, I think that's actually the guy. That's the guy that took us out. I have no idea. How does that even happen? Because I died around here, so I'm covered by like every single one of my units. It's kind of strange. Oh well, never mind. I guess we are going to achieve a victory here, no matter whether I participate or not, but I was very much hoping we'd stay alive. Alright, well it looks like our forces have now begun moving up the stairs, because they were a little bit stuck for the most part in the previous bout, as well as this one. They were kind of just standing here at the bottleneck and not really allowing themselves to move forward, but thankfully it seems like they've started to clear out more of the enemy, and that has made a very, very big difference. And hopefully that is going to spell the beginning of the end. You can see here new enemies are arriving, but they are not really anything special. I mean, we are literally just getting a whole bunch of regular infantry, regular recruits, a couple of skirmishers here and there, but nothing to be too concerned about. And so I assume that is going to be it. We do have a couple of extras coming in from reinforcements here. They're reinforcing themselves once again. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I thought that might be the final wave. There doesn't seem to be too many Empire armored crossbowmen either, so that's great, because seeing those guys kind of gives me bad nightmares, absolutely, because whenever you're up against the Empire, you always have to deal with those armored crossbowmen. It's just one of those things, you know? It's one of those things, and when you're dealing with those guys, you always have to be fearful of those insanely high damage crossbows. And it doesn't matter really whether you have a shield or not, to be honest, because if there's enough of them, they're going to destroy that shield really, really quickly, and, well, in the worst case, they're just going to get past your shield. They're not actually even going to bother destroying it. They'll just try and look for an opening in your defense, and then it's just going to be good night, basically. So, yeah, hopefully we won't have to fight too many more of these guys, but obviously doing sieges, I mean, just think about it this way. Doing a siege with this many allied units helping us, can you imagine how it would be if I literally only had my units in here? I have no idea how that would happen, because I guess the only way that that could happen is just taking a whole bunch of ranged units. If we had Sarlian armored longbowmen, Noldor rangers, Larian sentinels, rangers of the Clarion Call, if we had an army comprised solely of those guys, then I think we probably could take a castle similar to this one with, I'm going to say quite a lot of effort, because basically what we'd need to do is we need to, go in, kill a bunch with our arrows, ranged, combat, etc. Don't allow anyone to go in there. Just try and beat them in terms of ranged DPS, damage per second, and then just retreat. But the problem with retreating in Pendor especially is usually if you do that, you're going to lose renown. And it depends. I think there's obviously a number of stipulations that you have to adhere to avoid losing renown, and I'm thinking that maybe you wouldn't actually lose renown if you have a good deal of kills, perhaps, and maybe if you don't really lose that many units yourself, then you might actually get a bit of a pass in regards to being able to retreat and not losing anything from that. I think you'd probably lose maybe a little bit of... not entirely sure, really. But I know that in the past, when I have maybe mistakenly gone in a little bit ahead of schedule, or I didn't want to be in there anymore because we were losing too many units, and I have retreated, I've lost a big amount of renown. So that's definitely something to worry about. There's only 13 enemies remaining, 12 now, and that will be it for Shieldstorm Keep. Now, I'm not entirely sure who King Ulrich is going to give this to. I would assume he's going to give it to Duke Aelfwine, because he's the guy that's currently leading the expedition into Empire territory. But bear in mind, he did actually give us one castle already, and maybe if there are enough vassals that have enough territory already, he's gonna give us another thing. And I think that could be pretty awesome if that indeed happens. If it doesn't, then, well, we just have to deal with it, and that's not really a big deal. What's actually going on here, though? It seems like we have a couple of... there we go. They're hiding. Are you serious right now? Wow. There's actually 3 enemies inside the gate here. This is actually kind of weird. And this is weird for a number of reasons, because my battle size is not that large. My battle size is at about, I think, 350 in Pendor. And it's not... I don't think it should result in this kind of overflow, but I suppose these siege scenes were not really designed to handle so many units at once. I think field battles, they're definitely probably going to be designed for that, but it seems like these guys are not going to be able to deal with the last remaining units. So I suppose I'll just have to retreat. And they took it just from auto-calculation, which is actually kind of sad, because it would have been nice to get that renown, wouldn't it? Anyway, there's Shieldstorm Keep. That was taken relatively easily, and I'm actually going to go over to Severn Cross Keep now, because I would like to get a baggage train. I know a couple of you are recommending that. I have gotten those in the past. Usually I will only get that if I have a big problem with keeping my people fed and keeping my morale up, and in general the only reason I'm at above average right now is because of the multiple retreats that I just had to do, but usually it's at a pretty high level, unless I stop fighting, of course. So yeah, anyway, let's go into the Lord's Hall here and actually see whether we can get a baggage train. I know that you can as a liege, but I don't exactly know whether you'll be able to as a lord. You probably will, because there is a steward here, of course. Oh, no, apparently not. Apparently we're not able to. I guess we could go to a tavern and get one, because as far as I'm aware, you can get one from your steward or whoever it may be that's looking after your faction at the time, and you can also get one from a tavern. Let's see whether that's actually the case here. And oh, there's a Valkyrie. Oh, they're actually pretty fantastic, but I think at the moment we don't really need to worry about that too much. I'm looking for supplies. You'll need more spoils of war if you want to make a fair deal. It requires... Oh, really? It requires 2 various loot? That's crazy. Okay, well, I guess I'll just pay a little bit just to increase our morale. It doesn't seem like there's any baggage trains here. So, yeah, there we go. There's that. Anyway, should we take these Valkyries? I don't think so, personally. I would speak to Javan the Blade, but I don't have any ransoms to do anyway, so nothing to worry about. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is we're going to go into Seven Cross Keep here, and I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance, and I'll see you after that. Alright, so I've done a little bit of house cleaning, I guess, and we found a couple of Noldor in our prisoner's hold here. I was actually thinking to myself that I'd get the, what is it now, the seer thing? Whatever the unit is called, I can't remember what it's called now, but it levels up into a Doom Guide, that thing. Yeah, I was trying to get that unit and put them into my prisoner's hold and then attempt to persuade them, because one of you stated that it would be easier to do that with only one prisoner with you. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be here. Not entirely sure what happened to it. I think it was it was a Seer Favorite, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it. That's the name. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't exactly know what happened to it, so I don't know. I can't recruit it, unfortunately. But I did stumble across a whole bunch of Noldor. And that is going to give me an opportunity to let all of these guys go and give me a huge amount of Noldor relation, which actually might take me very close to 95 Noldor relation. So let's hope that that actually happens. I'm going to do that in a second, but I just want to go over what I've exactly done here. So basically what I've done is another suggestion by a couple of you in the comments as well. I think one of you in particular said that this might be a pretty nice thing to do, and I agree. I think it's going to be pretty fun. So let's see if let's see if it works out for me, actually, because sometimes when I do this kind of stuff, it just doesn't work out, but maybe it will this time around. Anyway, I don't know whether you've noticed, but I've placed every single max level unit, every single one that does not have any upgrade to accomplish here, every single one in the garrison here, and I've taken as many units as I can get that are going to be leveling up in some way, and that is going to enable us many more reinforcements if the worst were to happen. In other words, we'll be able to get an army up and running of elite tier units if the first one goes down. Because obviously you can see here we've got some halberdiers, we've got some knights, and of course we do have some armored longbowmen somewhere around here as well, somewhere down the list. And yeah, that's absolutely fine, but there's only 19 knights, only 20 halberdiers. We need 190 knights and 200 halberdiers to make that actually really impressive. Obviously that's kind of exaggerated, but it can happen. People can do that, and we might actually try to do it. So yeah, anyway, let's leave here, and I'm going to be letting these guys go, and we'll see how much we're able to get. Right, so I've actually only been off screen for, I don't know, literally 10 seconds here as I'm releasing them, and I had no idea that we were actually at 88, I think we were at 88 relation with the Noldor. I had no idea that that was actually the case. So you can see here that we're actually going to be hitting 99 or 100 relation with the Noldor, and I've never done this before, actually. I've never done this. I've literally only done the bare minimum in the past to gain access to Elecray and, you know, to just in general have them be kind of neutral with us. So this is kind of amazing to me. And there you go. We have 100 relation with the Noldor, and that will hopefully allow me... Oh yes, by the way, there seems to be a bit of a tournament going on, I think. Alright, so we've arrived here at the Noldor Castle and we are going to participate in the tournament. Let's see how we do this time around. Now we have won 2 Noldor tournaments so far, and as far as I'm aware we have to win, I think, 10 to gain access to that special something or other. I think it's 5 or 10 or something like that. I always get a bit hazy on the details, but it's nothing really to worry about because I think we're going to be absolutely fine. I mean, let's be honest. I think we probably should be fine with dealing with these guys. Are we? Are we actually going to be fine? Yes. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's absolutely good. Phew, that was actually a little bit worrying there for a second. I actually thought we might have some difficulties, but obviously the Noldor tournament is probably the hardest tournament that you're going to participate in, maybe in any Mountain Blade mod, with the exception of the mods that generally just make the gameplay extremely difficult on purpose, just for, you know, just for difficulty's sake. But yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those challenging times here. 3 teams with 5 fighters each. Let's do it. Okay, I have a bow. This is actually not that bad. I don't actually mind having a bow nowadays, because I actually do have a little bit of power draw skill. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, okay. You know what? I'm going to get out of here real quick. Oh, the blue team is absolutely murdering everyone as well. This is bad. Okay, you know what? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what to do, to be honest. I have no idea. Okay, okay. You know what? Let's go third person. And I'm just going to try and eliminate people. Oh, the least I could do is hit this guy. Are you serious right now? I have so many arrows and I'm literally unable to hit anyone. Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, that's a Noldor Noble. Need to kill one more to gain access to the next round. Oh, really? Really? Bear tilt, really. Okay, well, maybe we'll do it. Yeah, oh yes, there we go. Nice headshot. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I think that basically has assured our entry to the next stage, because as far as I'm aware, you have to eliminate 2, at least 2, to get into the next round, and that's that should be fine. I think we should be okay now. My horse is literally on its last legs. Thankfully, I do have a whole bunch of arrows, and we are going to... Oh no, we're going to have to pelt away at these guys. Actually, you know what? Considering I've eliminated every single unit that I've needed to gain the requirements for entry into the next stage, I think we should be fine to just die here, but I kind of don't want to, just literally on principle. So maybe we should just continue pelting them. This is kind of amusing in itself because they have shields. If they were using two-handed, this would be completely different. Maybe I should use my club a little bit. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I've actually removed their shields now, and they are very low in HP by the looks of things, or at least one of them was. And we can eliminate the other one now as well. Phew, okay, that took a while. That took a while, but at least we got them down, and we won. We won. Alright, so 2 teams with 3 fighters each. This is actually a much more difficult tournament than we've had previously, so yeah, it's kind of funny that we were able to achieve victory there. This guy has a huge amount of HP as well. Nice. Okay, can we get some more long-range kills perhaps? Never mind, never mind. Yellow team was perfectly fine. I'm hoping for a Qualis gem here. I think I'm hoping for a Qualis gem because it would be kind of nice to have one just in case, just for upgrading the ruined armor perhaps, or something like that. Yeah, well, if we're able to get that at the very least. He's actually putting up a bit of a fight here. Well, there we go. Let's just hope that we're not going to be up against a Noldor Twilight Knight in the finals. This is... Oh, this is okay, actually. We have a Noldor Noble on our side. That's pretty good. I mean, it should be good. Yep, absolutely fine. No problem at all. As long as we got a Noldor Noble on our side, we should be okay. Let's have a look. We're actually against that Noldor noble right now. Okay. Well, that should be pretty easy, to be honest. I have a bow, and he has a shield? Why? Why'd you do this to me, game? I have no idea why they do this. Oh well, never mind. I guess I just have to beat him in terms of speed alone, and yeah, we can do that. We can beat him with speed alone, because this club that I'm using is pretty decent in terms of that, and there you go. We we clobbered him, basically. Alright, so what did we get? A beautiful weapon pack from the Noldor Council. Okay, that's interesting. A Noldor composite bow and some Noldor arrows. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That actually requires 8 in power draw. I think I only have 7, but they did give me a large bag of Noldor arrows, which I can give to one of our companions. But this is definitely something that I'm going to need to level up for. Let's actually just take a quick look here. Yeah, I need 3 more points in strength. I do have a Qualis gem, so technically I could buy another one of those elixirs, and that would help us along a little bit. Maybe it would be an idea, but anyway. We are now at 100 relation with the Noldor, and I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do next. Well, I do know. We're going to hand in this quest. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.